Okay, let's see if there is a video here. I was asked to talk about pre-ordering, whether you should do it and the consequences of pre-ordering. Pre-orders are essentially a signal to the stores and to the publisher about how successful a game is going to be. If a store is doing pre-orders of a game and suddenly everyone is running in and pre-ordering this game, then they are taking that as an indication that this game is going to be big. So what do? Then they order more copies of the game into the store, which means at launch day, you can go into the store and buy the game off the shelf even if you didn't pre-order. So people who pre-order are making the game available to people who didn't pre-order. Now, more and more, the retailers are tending to actually not carry a ton of stock outside of the pre-orders. Does it really do that anymore? I think it still does, but it isn't as big as it used to be. Though that being said, if you actually want to get a copy of the game at all, you might have to pre-order it from the store for them to have a copy at all. Because, like I said, they're kind of only fulfilling the pre-orders these days. For the publishers, for the studios, pre-order numbers are an indication of buzz, an indication of what is going on with excitement around the game. And again, it's sort of feeds upon itself. If a game is getting a lot of pre-orders, it might get more marketing money. It might get more space in the store because the publisher pays for more shelf space in order to get it the opportunity to sell even more copies. And even digital pre-orders have the same effect. Again, they're a signal. They are showing that people are so excited about this game that they are pre-ordering it digitally in order to show that excitement. So should you pre-order for you? So those are the things that the game retailers and the publishers care about. But what about yourself? Should you pre-order a game? Well, if you want a physical copy, then yeah, maybe you should pre-order it. It might be the only way you're going to get a physical copy for some games. I don't know. I mean, if you really are excited about a game, then sure, pre-order it. It's a signal. It's used by the industry to decide what's going on, and maybe you want the game you're really excited about to get the best chance it can, then I guess. But I think there are other signals to be found for publishers. There's other data available to be gleaned. This is just a convenient thing that's been used in the past. And I don't understand digital pre-ordering at all because it's not about limited stock. It's about buying something ahead of time, but you're guaranteed to get that thing anyway. You're not getting anything extra. So for digital pre-orders, I guess my answer is if you want to pump up that studio, okay, go ahead. If you're getting the ability to install it early, okay, go ahead if you're really excited. If you're getting something else, access to a beta or something, an item in a different game, okay, go ahead. But if all you're getting is the ability to spend your money early, I'm not entirely sure what's in it for you as the player, as opposed to what's in it for the publisher. I don't pre-order games. That being said, for the last 15 years, I got most of my games for free, so maybe I'm not the best example. So for publishers, pre-orders are seen as a strong indicator of potential success for a title. There is a fairly strong correlation between pre-orders and the final sales of a game. And you could ask, like, correlation is not causation. Is there causation there? I think there might be a little bit of causation for some of the reasons that I talked about. Because a game with lots of pre-orders also is going to get more attention from retailers if it gives that game more shelf space, it has more opportunity to sell. So kind of more excitement can just on its own lead to more sales, but it's not a strongly causal relationship. I think there is some causation there, but I don't think it's very strong. And this belief in that strong correlation and the belief that probably there's some causation back there somewhere as well has resulted in some weird things happening. On Dragon Age 2, we did some things, I can't even remember what, to pump up the pre-order numbers, and we were very successful at that. The pre-order numbers on Dragon Age 2 were really strong, but that didn't actually translate into the game selling extremely well. Based upon the data that was within the organization, it should have sold like 10 million copies. But of course, if you start messing with one set of numbers, if that causal link isn't really there, then you just destroy the correlation. You don't actually cause your unit sales to go up. At the end of the day, if you want to pre-order a game, go for it. It does benefit the studio to some degree. If you don't want to pre-order a game, then don't. Buying the game is more important than pre-ordering at the end of the day. A special thanks to my members. They provide the resources that this channel needs to keep running. If you are interested in becoming a member, there will be a link down in the description. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up because that will tell YouTube what the heck is going on. Maybe send this video to someone else that has a strong opinion about pre-ordering. If you want to argue with me about pre-orders, do so down in the comments. I will see you again soon. Thank you.